The entrance. Let the adventure begin. Discover the sacred archives and enter the magical University of Life. Welcome to the world of fantasy and magic. Let's go through the shadow world to the sacred archives and visit the magical University of Life. Discover many treasures and meet your magical and sacred council. The shadow world is a space dimension that brings all the realms, planets and galaxies of the entire creation closer together, and space and time can be jumped. Entering the shadow world, all realms, planets and galaxies become like shadows, shifting and moving over, under and through each other. There are various ways to reach the sacred archives with the magical University of Life, ranging from traveling in and through your own mind, inside spaceships on magical carpets, or on overdimensional flying dragons and serpents. Individuals from all over the universe, from distant galaxies and realms, come to study here and are called life scientists. The knowledge you gain, or better said regain in this place, is as old as creation itself. This very special university has its doors open to everybody, young and old, with and without formal educational background. The architect of this very special study center is Moriah Morrow, the messenger of love, who used the blueprints from the archives in Aurania, which also was used by various great architects on Earth who created the 7 wonders of the world from these blueprints. As a matter of fact, many details of the center resemble many wonders of your world. Arriving in your transportation device, you land in a private landing spot, after which the doors to space close themselves. You enter an atmosphere you can breathe in. It is not oxygen you are familiar with, but for some reason it does the same job. It is a paradise with many suns and magical-looking moons circling around it. Upon entering, you face the heart of this realm called the Sacred Archives, the University of Life, which is a wondrous campus with hotels, guest houses, sanctuaries and dormitories, surrounded by a half-moon-shaped size astonishing city. One gets fooled by the size of this inner realm, which expands while moving around. It becomes a planet with endless countries, with lakes, rivers, high mountains and valleys, with villages and cities. Here the guides of universe and nature, the Sacred Council, being the faculty members, have their second home. The Sacred Archives is a vital and conscious living environment. Everything is about learning, or better said relearning or rediscovering, in regards to your universal and spiritual inheritance, called the basics of life science. Every area and space in this unique place has a purpose and function, assisting you to make that inheritance as practical as possible. The natural environment enhanced with specific fabrics, materials, colors, smells and sounds are a healing contribution to every level of our being. Some call it the Garden of Eden with a modern touch. There are museums and endless libraries packed with ancient books and wisdom scrolls. The walls are like huge galleries covered with symbols, wise sayings and affirmations. There are interesting maps to look on, how everything in Crystallia, the creation, is connected. There are open kitchens, where the instruction of vital food preparation takes place. There are endless areas for fitness, walking and biking trails, and swimming pools, and not to forget gardens. Gardens in which visitors and students learn about nature and gardening. There are places for relaxation, meditation, storytelling, arts and crafts, and endless playgrounds for children. Classes and courses regarding any aspect and detail of life are constantly going on and taking place in the classrooms at the university and in outdoor amphitheaters and domes. Being inside the enormous classrooms, it might look that you're on the inside, but everything is designed in a magical way which make you feel as if it all takes place outdoors. Anyone can visit and become a life scientist and enter this magical world where you, in addition, rediscover the guidance and guiding forces of universe, the Sacred Council, being the faculty members of this magical study center and your team of life coaches. This is the place where real heroes are made, because all you learn needs to become practical. You need to prove to yourself by experimenting and experiencing, and thus living it, and that's a life scientist. Quote, unless you try to do something beyond what you have already mastered, you will never grow. Ralph Waldo Emerson. End of quote. Now let the adventure of life begin. The adventure of life is not about what we claim, demand, want, and desires, but what is given to us. The adventure of life is not about what we try to catch and what we expect, but how we get caught by the unexpected. The adventure of life is not about what we understand and know, but about the things we do not understand or know yet. The adventure of life is not about what we can imagine and see, but about the things we cannot imagine and cannot see yet. The adventure of life is not about security and control, but about going into the void, being challenged by the ongoing changes, and accepting, reflecting, adapting, and assisting. The adventure of life is not just experiencing the exterior, the realm of body, mind, and matter, but going within and finding out what we really are, where we came from, and where we belong. Petrus.